Infant seat rules are the regulations and airline policies that determine how babies and very young children can travel on airplanes, including whether they must have their own seat, how safety seats can be used, and what restrictions apply. In simple words, these rules answer the question: does my baby need a seat, and how must they be secured during the flight? Historically, air travel for infants was less regulated. In the early days of commercial aviation, babies often traveled simply in their parents' arms. But as safety standards evolved, regulators began setting guidelines to protect young children. Today, infant seat rules are shaped by both national aviation authorities, such as the Federal Aviation Administration in the United States or the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, and by the individual policies of airlines. There are generally two main options for infants under 2 years old. First, parents can choose to hold the infant on their lap, often paying little or no fare beyond taxes. This is the cheapest option, but safety experts caution that in turbulence or emergencies, a baby on a lap is more vulnerable. Second, parents can purchase a separate seat and use an approved child restraint system, essentially a car seat designed for air travel. Aviation authorities consider this the safest option, since it keeps the infant properly secured. Airlines also have their own rules. Some carriers provide bassinets for long-haul flights, which attach to bulkhead seats and allow infants to sleep. Others limit the number of infants per row due to oxygen mask availability. Many airlines require that child seats be labeled as certified for aircraft use, and some restrict where they can be installed, for example, not allowing them in exit rows. Economically, infant seat rules highlight the trade-off between cost and safety. Parents may prefer to avoid paying for an extra seat, especially when children under 2 fly free on laps. But regulators and safety advocates emphasize that buying a seat with a proper restraint is far safer. Airlines, meanwhile, must balance customer demand for low fares with their duty to comply with safety regulations. An example makes this clear. A family flying from New York to London with a 10-month-old baby has 3 options: travel with the baby on the parent's lap for free, request a bassinet seat, if available, or purchase an extra seat and bring an approved car seat. Each option has different costs and levels of safety protection, but all must follow the airline's rules and the aviation authority's standards. A curiosity is that the United States FAA strongly recommends, but does not legally require, that infants under 2 be in a separate seat with a restraint system. In contrast, some countries are stricter. For instance, in Canada, regulators are studying whether lap infants should be banned altogether for safety reasons. This shows how policies differ internationally. To summarize, infant seat rules govern how babies and toddlers travel on airplanes, balancing safety, comfort, and cost. Parents can often choose between holding the infant on their lap or securing them in an approved seat, depending on airline policy and regulations. While lap travel is cheaper, separate seating with restraints is much safer, and debates continue worldwide about whether it should become mandatory. Up above, I left you more videos so you can keep learning law. Remember to leave us a like and subscribe.